Welcome back. The Trump administration now warning the American people that despite former President Obama's nuclear deal with Iran, the Islamic Republic may still be getting its hands on a bomb. So says Secretary of State Rex Tillerson.
An unchecked Iran has the potential to travel the same path as North Korea. The JCPOA fails to achieve the objective of a non-nuclear Iran. It only delays their goal of becoming a nuclear state.
All right, with the deal standing as is, does Iran pose as great a potential threat as North Korea? And if so, what changes, if any, can be made to the deal to ensure that doesn't happen? Here to discuss it's Fox News strategic analyst, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. Welcome back, Mr. Peters.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella, indeed. All right, so let us talk about this. Was the objective of this deal ever to have a non-nuclear Iran?
The objective of the Iran nuke deal, also known as the Joint Coordinated Plan of Action, JCPOA, was to give John Kerry and President Obama a huge foreign policy triumph. That was the purpose. Now, the secondary purpose was to delay Iran's development of nuclear weapons. It started out as a negotiation to end their development of nuclear weapons, but step by step, Kerry and Obama gave away everything. It's, to use a mundane comparison, basically, the Iranians are great negotiators. The Persians invented chess, for heaven's sake. And then you've got Kerry and Obama, who walked into that automobile showroom and told the salesman, I got to have that car at any price.
Yeah.
Now let's negotiate. And as a result of which, to mix business metaphors, we're now locked into the timeshare from hell.
All right, and so basically the sanctions were lifted, and most of what was, I guess, owed was paid on implementation day. Is there any undoing of this deal in your mind?
Well, yes, there is. But first, let's remember that they not only got money and some of the sanctions lifted, they also got a free hand to rampage across the Middle East because Obama was afraid to oppose them and lose his precious nuke deal. Now, how do we get rid of it? And we should get rid of it.
Yeah.
The thing we cannot do, because we bullied the Europeans into approving this. They were much tougher on Iran. But now the Europeans are doing business with Iran, so is the world. So if we just walk away from the deal, then we look like the guys in the black hats. If we're smart, there are other things that Iran's violating. The UN resolution that forbids them to develop long-range missiles, for instance.
Yeah.
Now, those sanctions can be broadened, expanded, and sanctions aren't a perfect silver bullet, but they help and they punish. And I'll tell you, at the end of the day, Iran was really hurting before Obama sold the farm. And, well, let's go back to one of your favorite philosophers, Cyndi Lauper. Money changes everything.
It really does. Thank you for that, Lieutenant Colonel Peters. So let's discuss, because it seems like there is a difference between Iran's comportment and that of North Korea. Do you fear that if Iran achieves the same capability, the same nuclear capability as North Korea, that they will go equally as insane?
Well, it's kind of like asking, would you rather have smallpox or cholera? They're both bad.
Good question.
Yeah, and yeah, well, let me know which one, and I'll fix it for you. But seriously, North Korea is the greatest threat because they've got nukes now.
Yeah.
And the leader of North Korea, to be polite, seems to be somewhat maladjusted. The Iranians, and, I mean, he's a whack job.
He's a whack job. And that haircut, I mean, that's the haircut of someone who's truly meant to.
That haircut's a chick magnet.
Good haircut. You're absolutely right.
Come on. I know you have pictures of him in your office. Now, but Iran has regional ambitions. It's very, very dangerous. It's dangerous to our interests. It will be dangerous to Israel. But first of all, Iran, they're not there yet.
Okay, we're running out of time, and I have one last question.
Okay.
Who is going to be responsible for blowing up the world?
Vladimir Putin. Now, hopefully it won't get that far, but the likeliest possibility of a nuclear exchange is with North Korea. Now, years down the road, it's a crazy world.